Why, hello and welcome to the Leander 98 channel. Today, I need your help. With last video being a rather depressing sounding one, because, well, not only that we had to move everything over from Elbender... it's not even Elbender, Jesus Christ. Little Big Turismo, which is basically my top-down racing level, from a dynamic thermal level, oh my god, am I coughing more, over to a normal level here. And the thermostat was only about 1/3 full. And that's with 7 cars. Yeah, 7 complete cars. Actually, no, that's even more. Hold on, wait. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9. Plus another 6. Yeah, 15. 15 cars, and it's only 1/3 full. Now, yes, there's no tracks at the moment, and that'll obviously increase the thermostat. So, I'm looking at a possibility of maybe 30 cars for this, and that's not including variations. Variations is the key here, because as we see right here, we have a Dodge Challenger SRT8 Hellcat. Now, this car can also be green, so that's one variant. And with the race mods, it practically makes it the Dodge Demon. So there's a total of 4 variations of this Challenger that you could own in the garage in the game. So that's a red one, a green one, a red Demon, and a green Demon. Same thing goes for this, except obviously it's not a Demon, more like just a little Miata race car. So that also has 4. Basically every car, except one that'll be ones that are high-end enough to where they're not going to have a race mods, are going to have 4 variations each. So think about it. Out of that 30, multiply that by 4. So that's 120 possible cars that you could own in the garage of Little Big Turismo that I'm making. 120. That is a lot for anything, really. That's more than most Need for Speed games, and hell of a lot for Little Big Planet. So, why do I say I need your help? Well, I got a lot to do for this. God, oh, hold on. I have a lot to do for this level, and I have a couple blueprints that I also need to get through too. Plus, also, I just made a list today on Google Docs of cars that I'd like to have in this. And now, they didn't really consist of, well, they did. Some of them did consist of what I already have here. However, there's a much more. So, here's what I want. If you have a PlayStation 4, and if you have Little Big Planet 3 on the PS4, and if you, well, obviously, if you have the PlayStation Plus, and if you are willing to make a car for this game, then this video is for you. This should be the intro, because I took about 5 minutes beforehand describing what I need. So we'll probably splice this at the beginning of the video. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Either way, here's what I need you to do. Now, I have a list of cars that I need made, like I said. Now, I could probably put a link in the description, which rarely ever, of cars that I need. Now, to keep it from that, or I could just put it in the description of the cars I need. So then, yeah, so then when people say that they want to make this car, they can, and I'll put it in the description, so then people aren't making 2 of the same car. Now, yes, I would greatly appreciate it if you told me that you were making it, please. Okay. Now, this video is also going to be a tutorial on how to make the car. Now, I'm going to go through that instead of just trying to splice it all together here. So we're going to make a whole entire car, or at least just the body of it, because I'm going to obviously take care of the rest. So, I'm going to teach you how to make the top-down car, and also just how to have it ready to put in the game. Alright, now you could be thinking, well, you sleazy B-word. Why am I making stuff for you when you could just obviously make it for yourself? Well, yes, I could. Now, I'm obviously not planning on making profit on well, obviously not making profit on this, nor do I plan on really keeping them. Well, okay, that came out really bad. Keeping them for my own, like, you know how most, well, I don't want to say most people, but I'm sure we've all had that part in time where someone that asked if they could join you just to see it, and then end up capturing something that you've made and taking off with it. Now, I'm not calling any of this my own. Now, that's the major problem. When people make something, they want it to be known as theirs, which is completely understandable. And if you did make a car for me to put in the level, I will gladly give you, I want to say documentation, but that's obviously not the right word, the recognition you deserve. Now, in the dealership that you'd buy it, I'd have your name, say, made by this person. Now, I'm not going to have made by me, because, well, that's probably going to be most of the cars. However, well, I could if a large percentage of the cars were made by everyone, but I got a total of 9 cars right now, which is nearly a third. But I plan on a lot more. So, enough of me blabbing. Yeah, blabbing. Let's get into the tutorial. Now, here's the first step that we should take. Gonna have your blueprint of a top-down car. In this case, we're using the 2000 Subaru Impreza WRX. And here's what we're gonna do. First, we want to start by cutting it in half. Now, we want it to sit sideways like this for a good reason. The blueprint picture comes out like that, so we're not gonna touch the angle of it. Okay, now we need to find the middle of this car, which is gonna be a little tricky. So, let's try and find it. Cut. And then we can obviously see if it will match. Okay. Then, obviously, when we cut it in half, we want to then turn it, so it's facing straight up. Now let's see how well we did here. So what's going to happen is when I splice it, it's not going to move over too much. Okay, so I made it just the teeniest bit wide, which obviously we can fix. Now it just moved over the slightest smidgen, so don't kill it. Okay, that's probably a good percentage. Try it again. There we go, much less. Okay. So now that we have a car like this, we need to get the car itself out without ruining our straight line here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna make it a decent size. That'll be good. Then we're gonna take our slice and dice tool and cut it out. Or I'll just cut it completely. I mean, the video. Snippet. That's the word I'm looking for. Alrighty, so we got half of our car. Now we just need to cut all the details. Now there is quite a lot of details in this, and I'm not going to show everything. But I am going to show some highlights. Starting off with the spoiler. Here's the thing. Start with the spoiler first. And there's a reason why, and I'll get to it after I cut it out. Put all the details into the spoiler first if you can, before you start working on other things, and I'll show you exactly why. Now, however, if you don't think you're skilled enough for this, you can let it go. Okay, so we got our spoiler all cut out, so what we're going to do is we're going to detach it, glue it together. Spawn it out here. And put it back in. Now, why is this? Because For this, we can have extra variations of the car. Say we could just have a basic Subaru Impreza, not the WRX or STI, just a basic standard 2.5 RS. That gives us some extra variations that we can play with in the game. Now, is this a sleazy way of adding extra cars? Maybe. It's kind of what Gran Turismo did. At least in the fourth installment. Well, and the second. It's definitely the second one to add extra cars in. But hey, people want variation. Or not variation, but if people want extra cars, they can have some. Especially if you consider at the start of the game, if you were to buy... Hold on. Getting back to what I was saying, what I mean, is that it just adds more variation to the game. We got more cars, someone can pick a 2.5 RS at the beginning of the game, but might not be able to afford a WRX at the start. So, that's some option there. So, we're going to continue on with this. We're going to start with the windows. Something in the middle that we can start with. Now, like I said earlier, if you do make one, and you do obviously get to pick the colors for it. Now, if you could, try and at least make them factory colors. I mean, if you want the variation to be like a custom color, go for it. But, if you could, please use painted sheet metal as the material, and I'll talk about that later. Now, this is the tricky part where having the spoiler still here could be tricky. So now we gotta try and figure out what the shape of this taillight looks like. And I got a general idea. See, now this is where hidden lines would be fantastic in some blueprints. But I can understand why they don't have them in these. Cut out the hood scoop. And we'll have that be an extra too, because I don't think the RS has a hood scoop. Pretty sure. Alright, so we got the body mainly done. So, here's what we're gonna do. I thought the game was gonna crash on me. We probably don't need this over here. We're gonna size everything down together. Size down. That got tiny. That got really small. I'd love to know how it got this small. This game didn't have an update, did it? I want to compare it to no. There's no way this thing got that tiny. There's no way. How? Okay. How? Okay. Past that, so we're going to take the stickers off. Then we are going to... You know what? No, we need to make this thing bigger anyway. Fuck. Okay. But we'll get to that later. So we're going to combine our spoiler here. Now we're going to combine our hood scoop. Now there's a reason why. I'll also combine this. Now we need to make everything the same size again. Because we need to connect everything. Okay. Alrighty. No, we still need these. Where's the hood scoop? Okay. Now, let's downsize everything. Alright, so we got it to this size. Now, let's us make everything what it should be. Where am I going? This is the wrong category. We need the material tweak. Now, here's the thing, guys. If you don't want to make it sheet metal, and you just want to give it to me as cardboard, I'm fine with that. All I need is the 2D body model, that's it. I can take care of everything else from here, so... Alrighty, now that that's all good, let us make a paint sheet metal. Okay, so we're gonna just put these on here. So we're going to take the physics tweaker. Non-collision. And we're gonna make it so that they just stick above. Oh, spoiler. Come here. And then the hood scoop. Okay. Now we're gonna get into coloring. Alright, now we're gonna get into coloring. So right now, we just have white painted sheet metal, and this is the reason why I want sheet metal, because we can paint it. So, we need two colors for this car. I really like the one to be blue, but I don't know what the other one is, and I really don't want to make it red. We have too many red cars in this game already. Let's see, what kind of Subaru colors are there? We're gonna go with that yellow. Now I need to pull up another car because I can never remember for the life of me. That spawned in the ground, didn't it? Crap. Okay. Okay, because I always forget that. The color that I want to be the different color. Okay, so it's like a darker yellow. More like an orange. Yeah, and then... yeah. And then for the blue... about a 60. Wait, not everything this. Down to a 90, and then this blue, and up to a 60. Okay, so obviously, we don't want everything to be that, so we need to bring out that car again, at least a car. Because I want to see the windows. Windows, they are one shade of blue and 50. That looks dark. It's no, it's 50. It looks like a different shade, doesn't it? Alright, that's all I needed you for. So let's make the rest of the windows blue. Grill, I'll make that 20. I'll make that 10. Headlights. The camera in this game, Jesus. Kill 60. All the things that need to be black. Now, is it definitely these colors, like the blacks, that really set this something out? Make that a 20. Just make something look better to have a clash of colors. This should have also been black. Alright. And then maybe this to have at least this sticker on it. That one's way too dark. And taillights, we want to make them red for on. And then about a 50 for them being off. Alright. And that's about it. So, when you make the car, all I want is this flat piece of sheet metal. That's it. Doesn't have to be 3D. I'm only using the 2D. Alrighty. And then I'll try and have at least a list in the description of what cars I need made. And as people will take the cars to go and make them, I will take them off the list, and I missed this. Alrighty, and I missed that one. Yeah, and I'll do all the electronics. Actually, not end of the video, I completely forgot about this, and it looks like, yeah, we gotta downsize this quite a bit. So, we're gonna do that. So first, back straight. Really don't need this. Oh, wait. I'm gonna capture it. Now we're gonna do the shrink trick. Where's the water? There it is. I'm gonna take a drop in the water. Yeah, we're gonna downsize it. Then we're gonna put the Impreza in there. Alright, this is a good trick. If you see that it's invisible, make sure that you pause and unpause, and then undo. There we go. So, here's what I'm gonna do. This is already preset to how long the car actually is. 4,404 millimeters. About. So, place it on here. And there we go. You see, that's definitely a difference in size. And if we compare it to another Japanese car, let's take the Nissan Skyline R32. These cars are scaled to the same. And you see the Skyline's just slightly bigger. Alrighty, now we're done with the videos. So if you enjoyed, please hit the like button. And if you are going to make a car, then please let me know. You can either do it in the YouTube comments or the PlayStation messages. I'll be paying attention. Alright, see ya.